So my brothers and sisters, when Allah has blessed you, thank Him for it. When Allah has not given you something, look at the other positives that He's blessed you with and still learn to be grateful. Like I said, just like Allah has given you things you haven't asked for, He has also not given you things you've asked for. That's Allah. La yus'alu amma yaf'alu. None can question Allah what He does. Because who's there to question Allah? No one. But Allah is fair, He's just. He will recompense you for your patience. And then when you call out to Allah, what should you do? First thing you do, seek forgiveness. You want to ask Allah something, what should you do? Ask Allah to forgive you first. Because imagine I've done so much bad to you and then I come and say, brother, I need to borrow 10,000 pounds urgently, please. It's a matter of life and death. And you look at me and think to yourself, this guy has been the worst person that there could ever have been in my life, and such a big pain, and today he's coming to me. Surely if he started off by saying, listen brother, I know I've been a real pain in your life. I know I've done so much of bad against you. I've said so much of rubbish about you. Behind your back, I've done so much. I've caused you a lot of loss. I really, really want you to forgive me. Today, I'm desperate. I need 10 grand. Maybe he's an extremely loaded guy and say, brother, don't worry about all of that. You know, yesterday, a youngster comes to me. May Allah grant him goodness in Jannah. Because he had the guts to do what he did. He comes to me and he tells me, Sheikh, I need to talk to you just for 30 seconds. And that's not easy. But I said, no problem. You know, sometimes you got to look at the situation. I was about to leave. And he says, I've said a lot of stuff about... I said, stop there. Everything is forgiven. Because I know what he wants to say. I've said a lot of stuff about you that's not good. And I want you to forgive. Before you even ask me, I want to tell you two things. And this youngster must be a teenager, a little bit beyond. Listen, my brother. It's all forgiven. And if you ever have to do it again, do it again. Did you hear what I just said? Whatever he said has not affected me. Maybe it's what he said that caused me to achieve what I have from Allah. So I don't mind you doing it again, bro. If that was the ingredient that made my cake, I need another cake exactly like that one. So if you dropped in a little bit of the secret ingredient, let it be. Subhanallah. Let it be. You know, the cup of tea my wife makes is beautiful. She always says there's a secret ingredient. I say, what's it? She says, I have to taste it. Put it back in, you know. Some people, if they have the mouth bar, they say, oh, that's saliva, oh, what? No, that's the secret ingredient, man. It's not like she spat in it, she only tasted it. Subhanallah. When you kiss them, it's not a problem, but when you sip the tea, it's a big problem, right? May Allah grant us good homes. Ameen. So my brothers and sisters, for me, I'm thinking of this young boy and I'm saying to myself, I don't even need, it's forgiven. Before you did any, and I'm telling you guys now as well, before you do something you want to do, that is negative, it's already forgiven. Because you know what? It doesn't float my boat. My boat is floated by Allah. Do you get my point? May Allah grant us ease. It's just because I understand a little bit of how it works. And that's why I'm sharing it with you today. To say it's not me. The guy who's harming you may not be the cause of your downfall. In fact, that might be the cause of Allah's upliftment of you. It could be the direct. If you're going to stop that, you actually might stop this as well. I remember back in the day, I had a major problem that lasted more than a decade, almost 2 decades. Major issue. And I remember crying to Allah to solve the matter. And I got to a point where, because we learned a little bit about the deen, I started saying, oh Allah, if this is the test you've chosen for me, I love it and I don't want you to replace it because I'm managing this so well. Imagine you're going to take this away from me and you're going to give me something bigger because that's what you promised, that I'm going to keep testing you again. Don't think that Allah solved one problem of yours, no other problems are going to happen for the rest of your life. They will come again and again, and bigger ones. So say, oh Allah, if this is the test, I love it. I can manage it. I'm coping. I'm okay with this. It's fine. My life, everything else is smooth sailing. Subhanallah. May Allah grant us ease. I want to make a quick dua that our brother here can give me 5 more minutes. It's okay? You see, duas are answered, mashallah. So my brothers and sisters, look, I can't even believe my time's up. But to be honest, let's all call out to him. Call out to him at all times. Thank him for what you have.